Hello. It was, let's see, the microphone's working. It was Mother's Day today in the United Kingdom, which made me think about children. Now, there are a few sorts I have in mind, but the first one is the overgrown teenager sort, exemplified by Rachel Maddow, who's made a career over the past couple of years of calling President Trump a Russian spy. She was in tears when the results of the Mueller investigation proved that not only was Trump not a Russian spy, but neither was anyone else. It's absolutely extraordinary that an American should be in tears because it turns out her president is a loyal American. But there you are. That's just the sort of thing a teenager would do. In fact, the whole dogpiling on President Trump and his entire administration and anyone associated with him, Kavanaugh, for example, when you look at it, it resembles the sort of thing that happens in high schools when everyone in class 5 divides into gangs, with one gang having a few more numbers than the other and spreading gossip or drawing salacious pictures on the whiteboard and then hooting to the teacher that it was the other kid what done it. And then you get these kids who've decided to go on strike for the sake of the planet. This is another sort of infant in the news. She says she's sacrificing her future education for ecological principles. Because I know that when I was her age, I was looking for ways to get out of school as well, especially when I wasn't doing so well in one or two subjects. And she's playing dress up. Look at me, Mum, I'm an eco warrior. Well, this girl is from Sweden, so I suppose she could get away with it. I suppose her parents were the sort playing dress up as well, standing outside the train station with a refugees welcome sign. Now, I know that sounds heartless, but it seems to me that there's just too much dress up going on. People aren't growing up. You don't let 15-year-old girls stay out of school and, by the way, disrupt the educational programme for the other kids. You don't let her do that to make a protest about the ecology. The parents are idiots. Or rather, no, they're dressing up as the sort of socially conscious people they reckon they're supposed to be. It was absolutely no surprise to me to discover that that child's mother is an actress. And the media, of course, well, the media are just lapping it up, aren't they? Because the media play dress up all the time. They just love this sort of stuff. Just like they lapped up the parades after the Parkland shooting with that snotty little activist, David, hogging the limelight, who it turns out got into Harvard University with an SAT score of 1,270. For those of you in the rest of the world, the SATs are a sort of general aptitude test of basic maths and linguistic and analytical ability. Most students who get into Harvard get in with about 1460. I'll remind you of Hogg's score, 1270. I did the SATs, by the way, to get into Stanford. I had no preparation. I didn't even know what the SATs were before I got to California, and I still got more than 1270, and quite a bit more actually. Well, that's all beside the point. Others playing dress up are the Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, who set back India-Canada relations by about 40 years with his Bollywood antics a while ago, and the Prime Minister of New Zealand, who seems to be doing her best to push New Zealand back, well, 1400 years with her dress up, because she's been playing dress up with the whole country. Never mind the hijab she started wearing. She got the broadcasters to play the Muslim call to prayer throughout the land before confiscating people's guns and slapping a 14-year sentence on the possession of any videos to do with the shooting 2 weeks ago. It's been called virtue signalling, but this is what it really is. It's dress up. And just to finish off, let's consider that colossal dress up event which we in Britain have been through. That whole EU referendum in which we voted to leave at 11 o'clock on the night of the 29th of March 2019. The most gigantic dress up event in British history, as it turns out. On the 23rd of June 2016, 17 million of us voted to leave the EU, and then everyone in the political class started to splutter, "Oh, but it was only a dress-up event. You didn't actually think it was real, did you?" And they've been trying to dress it up as something else ever since. We really do have to learn the difference between dress-up and reality, folks, and that means growing up. Why are we all teenagers suddenly? Or rather, no, why are our political class all teenagers suddenly? And my theory is that it's to do with the media, because they really are all teenagers and they are what's pushing everything else. We've got to do something about that, you know. We have to learn the difference between dress up and reality, and we're not going to get that from the media. Thanks for listening. Please like and subscribe, and if you wish to donate, click the Subscribe Star link where you can make a one-off payment or set up a regular contribution, or I have a PayPal account at grannyopteryx@gmail.com. Till next time.